Morning, y'all. What's going on? This is Josh from A Photography Thing. I just shot another video like 2 seconds ago, but you're probably seeing this, days apart. But this is the same tonic, my same drink that I had. If you didn't watch the last video, this is ginger, lemon, some turmeric, and some cinnamon. Really good, healthy drink. Now there's a fly out here. But anyway, in the last video, I talked about pursuing your passion, or pursuing an interest without um, taking without taking money into consideration. Meaning, like, don't don't let the reason you don't pursue your passion is because don't let the reason be because you can't see yourself making money from it. You don't know how to make money from it now, right? So that's what I talked about in the last video. If you didn't watch that, go check that out. Then at the end of that video, I started to get into another topic because I started to talk about when I come back to Philly, I'm starting a street photography like meetup. I want to get together with street photographers maybe once or twice a week, and we go out and we shoot certain places, certain areas. But where I was going in the last video, why I decided to cut that video and just do a whole new video, which is this one right here, is because my opinion on photography, film, art, this, that, and the other, every industry evolves, right? There's transformation in every industry. Every industry adds layers to it as technology advances and things like that, right? Um, so in my opinion, I feel like the new photographer, because you have like some purists who are like, they don't like filters, they don't like, editing certain ways, they don't get Instagram, they don't get Snapchat, and that's all fine and dandy. But I mean, this is the world we live in, right? This is the world we live in. So I feel like the new photographer, the new filmmaker, the new artist is like Instagram and Snapchat. There's a way to do it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just like there's no one way to be a photographer, there's no one way to be an Instagrammer. But this is the new tool, and I guarantee you, photographers back in the 40s and 50s had Instagram. They would have used it. Okay, let's be real here. But like, there's a skill to entertaining and telling stories on Instagram and on Snapchat. So the meetup that I want to start, the photography meetup that I want to start, is going to be based around not just like doing street photography for the sake of doing traditional street photography, but I want to help people or just give people a space. If you may already know how to do it, so I either help people do this or give you a space to create really great Instagram stories, right? Because that's a new medium. It's like, photographers had a camera and they had whatever few ways of getting their work seen by people, by publications and things like that. But now there's Instagram, right? You can make a story every day. This is one thing I tell some of my friends too, and some people that are just getting into photography or thinking about getting into photography or filmmaking. I always tell them, listen, use Instagram stories and Snapchat as, ooh, what's that? Yo, that is the littlest bird I've ever seen in my life. Hang on, hang on. I try to put the camera on. It's so small you can't even see it. Yo, the bird is like, yo, that bird is like a mini pickle. It's crazy. It looks like a little hummingbird. But anyway, I digress. Um, yeah, if you want to be a filmmaker, turn this exposure down, or a photographer, a lot of people wait until like, oh, I can't do it until maybe there's a hummingbird. We don't have those in Philly. Um, they try to wait till they get a big camera, a real camera, right? Not knowing that all you need is an iPhone or Samsung or whatever mobile phone, whatever camera that you have, a point and shoot. Um, and I'm like, yo, you have a storytelling device right in your hands. And if you want to be a filmmaker, if you want to be a photographer, that's pretty much all it is storytelling. Whether you do it in one frame, like one picture, or whether you do it in video form. Storytelling is storytelling, and what makes you a good storyteller is practicing storytelling. So this could be advice for you. If you want to be a photographer or a filmmaker, just use your phone and start to use Instagram and Snapchat to tell stories every day or every other day or at least once a week, right? Stop waiting to this magic moment when you think you're going to get like a $3,000 5D mark, whatever the heck, right? And then once you get that, then you'll have the power and the strength and the skill set to go out and create stories. You still probably still suck. I'm just saying that as an example. I'm not saying you suck. I'm just trying to drive a point home. You'll probably still not have the skills that you need to tell stories when all you have to do is tell stories on this device right here, this thing right here, this iPhone, right, Samsung, whatever you do, whatever you have, tell stories on it. And the reason why I like Insta stories and Snapchat is because it's immediate. You don't have to shoot something on an external camera, take it home, get Premiere Pro, Photoshop, edit it, mix it all together, put the audio behind it, the music, then upload it, and then put it on, social media. Nah, you just hit this button. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. You hit that button right over there, and you hit record, and you're telling stories, whether it's through photo form, graphic, film, the boomerang thing that they have on Instagram, with a filter, whatever, the emojis. There's a ton of ways to tell stories. So I always just tell people, just start to tell stories on Instagram, on Snapchat. Like, it's immediate. You get immediate feedback. And you don't necessarily get feedback, but people see it immediately. And that's a good feeling. But sharing your work is a big part of creating work. I never understood, I understand it, but creatives or photographers get into the game and they take pictures and videos but never share it. They're the only one that they keep. They're the only ones that have ever seen their work. How does that make sense? Like, you're gonna make visuals, but I'm gonna be the only one that sees them. Like, put your work out there. Nobody cares about your work that much, okay? Nobody's looking at your work like, oh, this is horrible, I'm gonna unfollow you. Put the damn picture out there, all right? Before you know it, like, you'll get into a routine and it'll be like second nature. You'll be like me. You won't be able to stop telling stories on these platforms. But anyway, I say that to say, when I get back to Philly, I'm starting a meetup group, a street photography group that is focused around more so telling stories using these new mediums. So Instagram stories where we can do photos, we can do video, we can do the boomerang, we can do slow mo, still, still motion, all that. Because that is a new skill set. That is almost like the new storyteller, the new photographer, the new filmmaker. And I want to explore that. I think it'd be great to see other people's style, and that's why I can learn a thing or two from them, and vice versa. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I added any value with this video, but I think I did a little bit, right? But let me get back to my tonic. The family is the family. If you haven't seen the last video, you may not know what I'm talking about. This is my day, the last day. I'm here in Arizona. Before I head back to Philly, I'm out here. Oh, excuse me. I shoot a documentary for Brian and Carrie in the morning. Brian and Carrie Live, an amazing couple, an amazing family, who I'm out here to schmooze with. Is that the word? Schmooze? I think it's almost the word. And, just kind of immerse myself in their day-to-day life as far as their business and the family life and the communication, all that. And so I'm here. It's my last day. I'm leaving tomorrow to head back to Philly. But right now they're at, I think, the Genius Network. If you don't know what the Genius Network is, just go to Instagram or YouTube, type in Genius Network and check it out. But they're doing some events with that. And then I'll be seeing them later on today, and then we'll kick it today. I'll shoot some more stuff, and then I'll head back to Philly tomorrow with the intention and the focus of starting the Instagram street photography situation. All right, y'all, that's it. Thanks for listening. If you listen all the way through, have yourselves a great morning, afternoon, or evening, and I will talk to each and every one of you who wants to be there in the next video. Adios.